God to my bishop and my first lady. I love her to death. I just really love her. And to our overseers and his wife, I love y'all as well. And to my very own, I love him. I am so cold. I'm freezing. But me and Brother Dirk kind of hit around the same thing. I'm coming from Matthew, the 7th chapter and the 24th verse. And my subject topic is the vision of your foundation. Everyone who hears the word of mine and does them like a wise man who built his house on a rock. That's going to be where I'm going to stop. And as I was studying, I was trying to figure out how am I going to word, you know, how I'm going to talk about the foundation. So I started doing a lot of research, and a lot of every word that I researched on building a foundation was in the Bible. And the foundation is the lower load barrier part of a building. And before you get to your foundation, you got to check the soil. You don't want the soil to be too wet. Right. You don't want it to be too dry. You got to have it just right before you can even start the foundation. And in the foundation part of it, you got to know who's going to be on your crew. You got to get your crew ready. And you can't have a weak crew.
No, we don't need that.
It says to know the vision that God has called you so that your foundation can be strong, you need to know who's on your crew so that your foundation is solid. You must see your vision again and know that your crew is strong and that it's called by God. Before you even get to the site, you got to know if that's where you want your foundation to be. I talked about the if you want it can't be too wet, it can't be too dry, it has to be just right. When you're preparing for the site of your foundation, you need to get all the debris, the rocks and trees cleared out off of your foundation. You must know after you get the debris and the trees cleared off, you have to come in and do an inspection to make sure that the ground is just right. And that is the inspection and that is the prayer. And second, when you start to build this foundation, it's going to be a house. You have to know that the complete roof frame is correct. You have to know that the walls and the roof system is, and the interiors and the plows of the wall and the windows and the doors is going to be with a covering barrier. You can't let rain, no sin, no creepy animals in there. It has to be wrapped. The third thing is completing the plumbing and electrical and the HVAC. You have to get the right contractors to come in. If you don't get the right contractors to come in, it looks like everything will start falling apart. You have to get it insulated. It has to be secure with the Word of God. And you got other steps. You got the fourth step is the installation, which I talked about, the secure with the Word of God. The complete drywall interior textures. You have to know what you're putting in your house. You can't put anything in your house. It must be the Word of God. It has to be the center of your drywall. The finishing interior, and that's going to be the finishing interior and trims. That's the trims. You can't let anything in the trims either. If you got anything in the trims, any animals, snakes, worms, ants, rodents that come in. We don't want anything coming into our interior trim. 7, you got the install hardware surface. You got to make sure your floor is solid. If your floor is not solid, you can fall in and never return. 8, you got the finish of the mechanical trimmings. That goes back up to 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You got to make sure everything is secure. Then 9, when you're installing the mirrors, you don't want to see nobody but your vision. You don't want to see nobody else's vision. 10 is the final walkthrough. Once you have completed your foundation and built your home, you got to make sure that your walkthrough was your visions and no one else's vision. I ask that y'all pray for me that I grow stronger in the Lord.
Amen. Amen.